All right, all right, all right. We're gonna get started with the Winner's Circle live trade with Dr. Greg. And we're starting a little late. We're actually starting a little bit late. Wednesday is my uh, Bible study Wednesday, and it went a little bit long. And so I apologize. We will go ahead and get going here. I'm going to let me share my screen, get us going, get us looking at the markets. All right. Hope you guys are doing well today. Let me go ahead and give you a link. Copy in the invite link. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right. All right. All right. You can hear my voice. Oh, you probably can't see my screen though, right? Um, share room, share there, just sound. Let me go ahead and clear this. Okay. Yeah, like the screenshots and involve drawings. And there we go. Right. And then we'll move that up a little bit, move this up a little bit. Okay. All right, all right, all right. And let me bring up the YouTube chat. I think I see the chat. I don't know why this is so big. Okay. I know. I can't see the chat down below. Not sure if you guys are or even see my screen. Well, yeah, we're gonna get some type of weird nested something in this over here. So if anybody comes on, they want to chat, I'm gonna see if I can chat with you guys. And let me go here and expand this. Excuse me while I start moving these things around and giving us some space and some data for us to look at. And hello, hello. Glad to have you one and all here, live trading with Greg McLeod here. I'd like to find out in the chat box if you are on YouTube, if you are watching me, that you could like let me know when's a good time for you guys to watch me trade. I usually can make money any time of day except for like 5 p.m. Eastern time to about 8 or 7, right? 5 to 7, like no fly zone. But if you would put something in the chat box, let me know, hey, Greg, I'm in front of the computer, 11 Eastern time or 2 Eastern time, 2 a.m. or something like that. Let me know, and we can start doing some regular content for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. That way you can at least receive a notification and an alert to let you know when I'm going live. Because sometimes, like I had Bible study today on Wednesday, Wednesday night. And and it was really good. And so Wednesdays are probably going to be later, but I like trading Asia. You know, Asia is a really good time for me to trade because let me see, make sure my people, any of my peeps showing up in the room or something. Okay, maybe no one. I know Lewis was trading earlier. I don't know what's going on here. Where did it end? There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is the Australian dollar. Australian dollar really dipping down here, but I want to one of the things I like doing, as far as getting set up. Let me turn on a light so I'm trying to have some shadow, a big shadow there. Oh, too much light. Bright light, bright light. Mogwai. Yeah. And so I want to look at. I don't want to trade like a pirate. And too many people, they're trading off their phones and trading off a little small screen, and it's it's kind of stressful. There's a little bit of strain there, right? And so there's strain, and so people it's hard for them to see the screen, and yeah, and it's really hard for you to really get a full picture of the entire chart. And most people suffer. One of the biggest mistakes that traders make is they have something called time relevancy error, and that means that they're looking at a time frame and they think it's an uptrend, but it's really a downtrend, right? Because they're not looking at enough bars. I'm not looking at enough bars. If I squeeze it together, I get what look like an uptrend. You're like, oh wow, we look at this uptrend in the Kiwi dollar. Look at this. I mean, the Australian dollar. Ooh, uptrend, right? But if you zoom out, you can see that we are in a really big downtrend on the 30-minute chart, right? Now, so before what I do, I take my time. I love trading the 15-second chart. I actually like to trade on the tick chart. But what I like to do is to hide that chart, the chart that you like looking at. This is a tip. And the chart that you don't want to look at, the chart that you like trading on, hide it. And go up by a factor of 5. 5 times your time frame, or maybe a little bit more. So let's say you're trading off of a 1 minute, you go to 5. If you're trading off of 5, then you can't go to 5 times 5 is 25. We don't go to a 25 time frame. We could go to 30, right? 30 is a 6 times 5 is 30. So you want to go to a factor of 5 larger than the one that we pulled the trigger on. I call this the compass chart, and I call our lower time frame chart the trigger chart. Okay. If I pull the trigger on this chart, but I want to do my strategic analysis on this higher time frame chart. Okay. And these are things that I teach in my 6-week power course, teaching the power trading system. And so you can go to the website, Elite Traders University. We're having a sale on the 6-week course, which I teach. We have a number of video modules, plus live group coaching. And so I get to work with you. And you can find out more about that at the end of our session. But right now, I want to focus in on knowing that this is a downtrend, and I'm more than likely want to short this, right? I'm not trying to be a hero and try to buy the bottom and look for some type of a rally up here, right? And even before I even look at something like this, where it has had a strong rally off the bottom, nice little double bottom here, we got a rally. But I actually wanted to take a look at the dollar index, the DXY. And the DXY, the US dollar index, it's a one of the we trade, the major currency pairs are all traded against the US dollar. And so I want to back out maybe to an hour's 30 minutes. And if I go 5 times that, that's like 1 hour and 50 minutes, right? 150 minutes. It's almost 2 hours, right? To go to a 2-hour chart. we can see that we're in an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. But we're making a little bit of a pullback. And overall, we have an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, we have this uptrend, and we're pulling back in the uptrend. So we kind of look for this to bounce back. It's not soup yet, but we're coming to an area of support. Fibonacci support. So if we take this area of support here and take a fib from this general area. Okay. And so now I'm really at the 23% retracement. So there's actually a little bit of a chance that we can go a little bit lower. Typical retracement is a 38% retracement. So this may have a little bit more to go. We broke through the 23% retracement with ease, but we are very oversold, and we could see a bounce higher in this in the US dollar index. And what that would mean, if we have a bounce in the US dollar index, that means Aussie dollar would fall, pound dollar would fall, and other currencies versus the dollar, with the dollar on the backside, those will be weaker, right? But right now, we have a economic announcement coming up. We do have jobless claims coming out. Jobless claims come out tomorrow. And we can go to check my market heat map, which is an arrangement of currency pairs by percentage change. Tells us what's hopping, what's popping, what's dropping, what's not. And we can actually take a quick gander at that. Look at it. That's what we did in the Aussie dollar the other day. Lots of sells, 7,384.44. If you want to find out how I did that, type in the chat box and I can send you the King Midas strategy, which is it's in my ebook, and there's a cost, but if you want the ebook, let me know and I'll give you the link where you can purchase it, and you can see that exact system that I use. Okay, let me I'm on the wrong thing here, right? You're gonna need to go to my market heat map. Okay. My market heat maps arrangement of currency pairs by percentage change. It tells us what's hopping, what's popping, what's dropping, what's not in the market. And you can use it for free. You go to mymarketheatmap.com and you can scroll down and you can see, wow, look at the dollar yen is the only thing that's in color. Everything else is grayed out. Probably anticipation of the job number coming out tomorrow, right? Jobless claims. Sometimes if you see the economic calendar like this kind of stuff, just go ahead and unstick it by just refreshing the screen, click show more, and you can see initial jobless claims, 7 hours. We have big news coming out. It's high impact news, tells us how strong the economic calendar usually drives currencies, right? And so look at the flag. So when we want to look to trade, maybe the euro dollar, because the euro is the anti-dollar, and will respond very closely to news. Look at the previous number. Previous number is 202,000 jobs. People trying to get filing for unemployment, and they looked for that to increase to 207. And if that usually is bullish for the stock market and bullish for risk on, and that doesn't sound right. More people losing jobs means that the dollar actually gets weaker, but the rest of the market gets stronger, right? The dollar and stocks go in the opposite direction. So a higher jobless number, we can see the NASDAQ rallying and the US stock market rallying, and we can see the dollar sinking, and then we can see other risk on assets like the Aussie dollar, pound dollar, and euro dollar all would go up if this is a big number. Okay, so we're waiting on that big number, and it's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We won't probably be up trading that, but let's see how people are positioning themselves ahead of time, right? So we can look at that, and when nothing is moving ahead of that, low volume. In fact, we can look at my market map is not only an economic calendar and different heat maps, equities, commodities, crypto, Forex, majors, Forex, all Forex pairs, all instrument heat maps and global stocks. So there's also like a tool, army knife, that we can look at something like quotes, charts, Forex TV, financial news stream, technical analyzer, national holidays calendar, sentiment, currency correlations. I'm going to look at the Forex liquidity, and that is down here at the bottom. You can't see it, and we can see actually how. And look, I mean, look, we had a nice big spike here around 5:46 a.m. But now everything is kind of like flat. So very, very low volume. Still people still on holiday, probably, yeah, the Martin Luther King holiday, and some people are just stretching it out. We have Davos going on in Switzerland. So we have the World Economic Forum, lots of people watching what's going on there in Davos. And so we see the dollar coming down. We can walk it down to 1 hour, and we can see that we have basically broken down below support, and we probably look for some type of a rally back up off this trend line, 2-point spectral line, and maybe we get a rally up in the dollar index. However, everything is pointing down, so that we can see that the maybe the Aussie dollar maybe it's an uptrend. We can see that it's moving up, moving on up like Georgia and Wheezy, right? So we don't want to fight the trend. If we wait for it to come back down, we'll probably wait for several hours. Right now, it's the very top here. Euro is actually doing pretty good too. Pretty strong. Look at that nice, big, strong move off the low there, off the rising trend line. And so let's go ahead and see if we can find an entry in the direction of the trend, right? So the euro is up. We have an uptrend off the lows. We do have a big correction, but it might be a while before this actually stops going up. Probably until the big announcement comes out. We can see I've taken lots of trades up and down the market. I'm gonna take the swing high here on the 1 hour chart and drop it down to the swing low here. So the swing high was at 110.01, and we'll go down to 108.43, right? And so we see that we're bouncing off a 38% retracement. So that, usually we get a type of a correction right there at that 38% retracement, and the trend is down, but we really don't have we don't have a break of the trend line. So we're kind of like in no man's land right now here, right? It's nice to have been able to get here, but a few hours ago, that was our entry. So we missed the saddle movement. And so what we got here, we've got stuff just oscillating around. Maybe we can grab a few pips here, right? We draw a trend line across the top of that. And these are Heikenhashi candles. You might say, Greg, your candles are broken. They don't look like normal candles. I'm sure you're probably saying that. And let me check, let me just double check my the YouTube channel, see if there's any do we have any, if you have any questions or you have something you want me to look at, feel free to place it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to look at it. It's just oh yay! MKKM, London Live would be best. Oh, thank you. You answered my question. Yeah. 3 a.m. Eastern time to 5. Oh, okay. Hey, Adrian, London's still nighttime, right? Yeah, that's right. London, it's 6:25. Hey, how you doing? MKKM and Adrian, nice to see you. All right. All right. Oh, we got a little break there. I'm gonna get long. I'm gonna get long. I'm gonna get long. Euro. I'm long at 109.04, and let's see if we can get a move up to that's like 1.4 pips, not a whole lot, right? Let's see if it's a little dangerous. Let's see if we get to that next Fibonacci. That would be cool, right? So there we go. We're profitable from entry. It's gonna be delayed by the time you guys see what's going on because YouTube is delayed. So I did get long at 109.04. So by the time you see, let me see if I can type a message to you guys that's more real time. Yeah, West Coast. My night. Cool. MKKM. You remind me. I know you from somewhere. Yeah, I got long. What type this? I got long at 1.0904. We are delayed. 2 minutes, I think. Oh, let me get that stop in there. So this is a 15-second chart. And so that is a 3.8 pip stop right there. Right. And you can see on the higher time frame, like I'm gonna move back down to 30. And you can see it's not very big, right? I could go below there like that. Ooh. It's a 2-to-1, right? 2-to-1 risk reward. Oh, snap. I was hoping that we at least kind of break above this old high here. Oh, it's heading right back at me. So we're down 1.4 pips. I mean, I should have taken I got my entry there and resistance right there got snagged, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna let this thing run down like that. That's 2.2 pips. And let's see if we can yeah. Now, what I talked about in mentorship yesterday, I said that once you get your entry, and it's a okay entry, ideally maybe I could have waited some more, but in the distance is like this line is 109.01 and the entry is 109.04. So it's like difference of 3 pips. So really I'm out of this. I should just get back to this higher time frame chart and maybe like stick here and let it coast up to give it a little bit of room to breathe. In fact, there's a swing low right here, right below that moving average, which probably is a better. It's now it's like a 1 point something to 1. I don't like that. Maybe so at least make it like at least 2-to-1, right? That's not. It's a little bit less than 2-to-1. But hopefully we'll lose this and start to move. Now, if we break that 38% retracement, and we can roll right into this area. That would be very cool indeed. So looking at the euro, let's take a look at gold. It's gold. I'm going to go to, I have this to commodities, and we'll come back and check on that, see if it either stops us out or makes big money, and then we can ring the bell. I have my bell right here, so I can ring the bell. I have a little bit of coffee here. And then let's go ahead and move to gold. XAUUSD is a symbol. And boy, did we drop. Ooh, snap, crackle, and pop Rice Krispies. But this actually looks pretty tasty here, right? Break of the high here. I'm looking at, we broke the high. Oh, we broke that high there. And I'm looking at, we take this peak right here and start our Fibonacci from there. Start from that high. From the bottom to the top, and now we're here, like Drake, in reverse, from the top to the bottom, and now we're here, right? And man, we got maybe a nice little piece there, and maybe the 30% retracement, 204. Maybe we get some of that. Okay. And then the stop loss, let's try the back. Ooh, that's a pretty big stop loss there, right? But I'm going to go for that. This 30% retracement looks tasty. That's 2024 spot 79, and the stop loss at 200533. We got long at 2012.06. So we got like a $7 stop, $6 and $6.68 or something stop. And so we're looking at and we can put this here, and we can do it like that. That gives us a 1.82 to 1 risk reward. And we've got that in play. We got this in play. We might see some more further dollar weakness, and that could make the gold go up, right? And so we can see this is more like what we call a dead cat. We call them a brokerage. We call it a dead cat bounce. And if you're PETA, you're pro cat, don't stone me or yell at me or send me hate mail. But usually if the price drops, we can usually get a bounce. So even a dead cat will bounce if you throw it out the window. I know it's kind of graphic, but So we look at this bounce, and the typical bounce, we can bounce to the 2016 24 and 23% retracement will be the natural bounce area, right? Why? Because we're over, we're an overall uptrend on gold. We just finished a 5,000-year high up in the 2000 or 2134, 2131, right? So this is still an uptrend, even though it has a severe pullback, right? Big giant pullback. But after the pullback and a bounce, even these drops, they have a bounce. So you see how price drops and bounces, drops and bounces, drops and bounces, right? So this is bounced already. I'm thinking that we would have some type of an A, B, C expansion or Fibonacci expansion, where we have this little pullback where bears could not push price down to the 2000 area to make a double bottom. And so because they couldn't do that, I'm looking at price to possibly get a little higher. Can we get a little bit higher, right? It was a song. Lift Jesus higher, lift Jesus higher. Okay, so we have a pull up, rise, a pull back, and then we look for an expansion. One of these expansion targets. We use a Fibonacci expansion. We look for the 100% expansion at that'll be at 216.34. The 1.272 expansion to 219.99 would be a target. But the ultimate target would like to see is this 1.618 target where this blue line is. I think it's like covered because why? Because that's the target, right? It just happens to be there. That blue line is a 1.618. It's a typical expansion. And so this expansion and the 38 to the downside and the 1.618 expansion target are there is we call confluence, right? And we see those confluence of Fibonacci's, either expansions or retracements, where they meet usually provides a good level of drop. Yeah, Adrian, this is a nice move. It dropped a lot. Yeah, remember I posted in the chat room in the Skype room. I posted the short. Remember that short I took in the Skype room? Just pretty cool. Or in the gold rush room. We took a couple of and you got some buys and you took some sells. You took some sells and buys too, bro. There you go. There he is. There's Adrian. Hey, bro. Crushing it. Well, here's one I had, right? Come on. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, see, I had buys. But I got those buys earlier, right? Cool. Crushing it. So now now what would be negative? You always want to look at both sides of a trade. Don't want to go Bob where you believe your own BS. Yeah, you start like diluting. This could be a double top. We could get a rejection here and price could drop, right? So if it drops, how I'll get back short again. But I'm looking price rally out from the moving averages and then came back to tag them. And so this is like a value zone. And we have this kind of a value zone where buyers stepped in right here and they didn't allow it to create a double bottom. So the buyers stepped in. And so we could see a push higher. So that's what I'm looking at. In fact, if I see big bearish engulfing candle taking that out, I'm out of this, right? But I think they're trying to, maybe sucker people in thinking, hey, look, it's a double top. Yeah, okay. And you think it's a double top, right? And then boom, we break this stops all along here. There's a bunch of stops in this like 2012 to 2014 area. And once price licks into those stops, it'll be like a spark, like a match, and get a bunch of gasoline, like in those action movies, the tripwire. When the guy trips over the wire, the room's full of gas, and Jason Statham, like the beekeeper, he blows everybody up or something. Well, that's how this is, right? It hits that line, and boom, we get a big blow up because the Forex and gold it's a stop-driven market. The market is triggered by stops, right? So you have to have a bunch of people who are selling, and they have their stops right here, right? And when price hits those stops, then they have to buy the position back. I don't know if you guys saw that movie Dumb Money, right? Remember when those guys were all trying to short GameStop, but then Reddit people and Roaring Kitty started buying. And so now price pushes up and they have to buy the position at the cover of their shorts. So all these shorts get stopped out and they have to buy their positions back or they keep losing money. They have to close their positions out. But to close out a short position, what do you have to do? You have to buy it back, right? So they buy it back, and as bears are buying, bulls are buying. And so now you have bears and bulls both buying. It's not bulls versus bears. If you find the place on the chart where bulls and bears will both be doing the same thing, right? Because if you have bulls and bears both buying, bears buying to cover their shorts and get out of the trade, and bulls buying because, hey, I want to make money, right? So you have both sides of the market doing the same thing for different reasons, right? One to make money and one to stop losing money, right? So this is consensus. This is when they agree. And that's where we get these big surges in the market. And that's where a trade, right? The definition of a trade is not bulls versus bears. It's when bulls and bears are both doing the same thing. Like right here, when the bulls were in control, right, they put their stops below, right? And when prices hit their stop, what they have to do, they have to sell their position. They're selling. Bears see that they start selling. So you have bears and bulls both selling, and that's where you get this big accelerated, explosive move in the market. Does that make sense? So at these points, that's why when I teach in mentorship, I know Adrian's been in mentorship with me. What the whole idea of like strategy, pip and run, is to find areas of imbalance. They call it imbalance and order blocks and all this stuff and blah 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 blah. It's just when I want bears and bulls, where are they both going to be buying? Where are they both going to be selling? Right. That's the whole idea of the market, because once they start and these guys have to cover because these guys got short and they're moving their stop down, right? They got short here because they all learned in technical analysis. Make sure you put your stop 4 or 5 pips above the swing high, right? So now it's a stop, then it drops, and then they move their stop, right? So where's the next swing high? Right here, right? That's the next swing high. So if price hits that, we start blowing up to the upside, retracing all of this, right? So we have something called the rule of symmetry, which I teach in mentorship, where we have, I've been doing this for 30 years. So it's like, you see this stuff coming, it's like, oh yeah, right? But I teach my people how to see the market like I've seen it for 30 years, right? I used to work for one of the largest forex broker dealers in the world, FXCM, which is, it's still the second largest forex broker dealer in the world, right? So, and this is, so we see symmetry, what's going on with the rule of symmetry, where we look for a price to basically retrace this, and usually, we'll see what's going on there. But very, very slow. Something might not happen until maybe London open, or maybe until we get the. But let me see if you guys see my under pressure. Yeah, we can see it. Oh, good. Hey, what's up? There he is. Jeff's in the house. Whoop whoop. Facing 12. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Glad to have you in the room. Yeah, we're just doing a little, public show the public what we do in the winner's circle. Jeff is one of my top traders, pip and run traders. And he has had phenomenal success. And I'm so very proud of him, how he's a very dedicated student, and his performance has been in this short. He just wouldn't believe it. If you saw here, you're like, this is, because this is our room. I use Skype. I know I'm old school. And I gave you fire, I gave you rock, my mic drop, and a trophy, bro. Oh yeah, and medal. We give you a medal of honor. I forgot the medals. Wait a minute, man. They give you a medal. We give you a medal. Because this is tremendous, guys. Have you seen anything like this? Talk to me. Have you seen something like this? Boom, 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 boom. How close are you to passing your challenge? You're doing the Blue Guardian challenge. I mean, he's doing this in his challenge account, my God. Insane. Right? Do you have a loss? How many losses have you had this week? Like none. Oh no, okay. So this is like this one. Oh, that's somebody else, right? I think that's you too, right? No, that's Adrian, right? Oh, this one, yeah. Beast mode. Beast mode. That's what you pip and run, guys. That's it's mentorship. People think it's a, you're a scam, Greg. I've only been doing this for 30 years. And my whole goal is to teach you how to do it too, right? If you're willing to invest in your training, it's the best way to go. But I'm again publicly congratulating you, Mr. Jason 12. He's undercover. I can't really show his identity, right? Okay. Anyway, back to gold, and but I'm proud of my kids. I'm very proud of my kids. I've got 200 kids all in my group, and I love it when they make money or they pass challenges. Okay. Okay. So we're this is just kind of it's right there. It's like thread that line there. Right? It'll give us an alert. I'll put an alert there. So if it breaks the line, it'll let us know. I'm gonna right click the chart, add alert, and it will give us a little chime and send a message to my phone, and we'll come back to that. But let's look back at our other thing we're looking at. Mason 12, what are you trading? What are you trading? What are you guys trading? Let me know if you want me to take a look at something. Let me know. So look at the Aussies. Like Aussie, they're all green, but okay, Aussie. What's the one weird? Aren't we trading something? Are we trading Aussie something? No. Euro. Say. Come on, Greg. Euro. Euro. All right, there we go. It hasn't really gone anywhere. I mean, it's like they're all waiting at this line, right? All the stop driven thing. We're at the 30% retracement. So a number of people probably wanting to go short. Why? Because it makes sense to go. Yeah, let's go short. Yeah, but this was the dead cat bounce. The euro's a little bit farther ahead along than maybe other things on the other pairs. Maybe because of the China drag. But this one, we are very close to the maybe a breakout. Then we would surge to the upside, but here we go. Again, we have jobless claims number coming out mañana, or no, today, right? Because today is tomorrow. And free public view of the winner's circle, and see if we can help some people see what we do. Again, I have some awesome students. It's an honor to teach you guys. I think we're coming up on it. I mean, this is a 30-minute. If you want some more drama, let's go to 15-second chart. That's what the drama is. But this is our 15-second chart. And actually, we got long at this blue arrow, and we're down about 0.6 pips or 1 pip. And I have my trading view organized in such a way where I have the each currency pair has all of its currencies associated with it along with the index. So Aussie dollar, Aussie Swiss, Aussie CAD, Aussie yen, pound Aussie, Aussie Kiwi. So I have the different combinations for Aussie, and then CAD pairs, Euro CAD, Aussie CAD, pound CAD, CAD yen, Kiwi CAD, CAD Swiss, dollar CAD, and then I have the index, the Canadian dollar index there too. And then I also have Then also I have stocks near too, consumer staples and commodities, defense stocks, dollar pairs, euro, and I have in the UK, the pound pairs, pound Kiwi, pound Swiss, pound Aussie, pound CAD, pound dollar, pound yen. And you can see that they are, keeping them separate like that. I can see where the strength is in each of the individual pairs, see which one's actually looking. And I think I have all the indices together. Yeah. And this is something that Jamie likes looking at too. So you can see that the euro stronger than the Aussie. So I wouldn't want to trade euro Aussie because they're both kind of strong. But euro yen might be something that might be pretty interesting. If I pair the euro and the yen, one's up 0.013, one's down 0.19. Oh, here we go. We're starting to get a little bit of some life. Okay. So the Bollinger Band, I have a 2113 moving average there. And I know I taught a class yesterday about moving back and forth between time frames, and once you go in the lower time frame, move to the higher time frame, except during Asia. During Asia, it's kind of like, but even then, see, look, we're seeing how we're breaking out, new highs. I mean, basically new highs based on here. We haven't broken this high yet, but we're clearing the zone, and now we're walking the Bollinger Band too. So this is like we're walking. We talk about walking 3 for those who know the secret sauce. So euro is moving. I wonder if gold is moving too. I'm going to switch over to that real quick. And yeah, soybeans up there. Beans. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Hey now, you're a rock star. Look, break, wick, break, gold. I want to your gold. Oh, gold is breaking to the north side. Oh, it's coming back. Okay. it was shy. He said, "Oh no, he's looking at me. Let me get back. Let me get back inside here, right?" And I got my box there. We can move my box. We can move some of this stuff. Shading. Okay, here we go. Let me just make it bigger. Bigger. Here we go. Hey, we're in the money. 2.5 pips. Hey now. I'm trading 10 standard lots. It makes it a little bit easier to do. Here we go. Gold is on the move. They're both on the move. Why? Because the dollar is weakening, guys. So that's how we figure out what to trade. Remarkable. He's a genius. Praise God. God is good. God is good, because when I was trading, I didn't know what I was doing. I was, I saw something on TV that said you can make money trading, and it actually worked. It was like a hot tip. They used to have hot tips on TV back in the day. And the guy said, you should buy soybeans because you can make a lot of money with soybeans. And the Chinese buy a lot of soybeans. So I go, okay, how do I do that? Well, you buy these options. I go, how do you do that? Well, you send us some money and we'll give you some options. I go, okay. So like, yeah, you're lucky that I was naive and simple, and I believed everybody. And I actually tripled my money. And they said $1,000, and I had $3,000, right? And I go, wow, this is easy. I make $3,000. I can make $100,000, right? No. So I didn't have a class. I didn't have a course. I was sitting there watching TV, and I borrowed some money from my mom and my wife, and we, put it in, and that was a genius. Until reality set in and lost everything, right? But then I said, well, if I could do it once, I could do it again. And that's why I went on the long journey looking for the holy grail, a system that would make money, and I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in courses, in books, tapes, VHS tapes, cassettes, um, fax, notifications, uh, going to hotels, flying to different meetings. I was an MTI, include, and all kinds of things. Until finally I met, I was getting ready to give up. I was really going to give up trading. And, I said, hey, I'm just going to teach school, we're just going to, get another job. And then I met Mark Douglas, and he opened my eyes to, I was my last bit of money. It's like if he wasn't cheap, he wasn't free. He was, but I made so much more money than he ever charged me that it was the best investment that I ever did in my life was being mentored by Mark Douglas. Now, fortunately, he passed away back in September 2015. It was a really sad day. Draw Lapel passed away recently in 2020. The guy who did it, MacD, he was my hero too. So two of my biggest heroes passed away. And the thing about it, you can never ever get trained by them. All you can do is, read their books and maybe, watch their videos. But I actually got to know him and actually was, taught by him, and he helped me to design the system which I use now. The system you see is a product of me working with Mark Douglas. So people talk about, we dream from the zone. Yeah, I knew the man, right? Which is, it's cool. And so I kind of carry the torch with Mark Douglas, because he trained me, and so I train others. And so that's what in fact, now this was 2004. When I had a camera taking pictures, people thought it was weird. Like, what's he taking pictures for? Not everybody has a camera and they're taking pictures, but that was him in my class, right? Look, you see the shirt there, right? That's what you see me. I wear those kind of shirts now. You really influence my style of dress too, right? And so so that's younger Greg with Mark Douglas, right? Yeah. And so when I developed the system, he saw it. He goes, "Yeah, this is a winner. So he's very happy. He's got a very big smile on his face because the system was something that had longevity, that would make money consistently. And if you don't have a system, you don't have a prayer, right? People who fail to plan to fail. So it's very important to have a game plan, have a strategy that you get into the market. I mean, look, I just turned on the computer and put up a live stream, and I got into a trade and start making money for you guys. I don't know how many people do that. I think everyone's doing it now, but I was doing it back in 2007, right? In 2008 for the brokerage. And the brokerage hired me to do pip and run back in the day. And I did pip and run for 4 years at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So when you're looking at those times and things, those are the times I used to actually have my live show. With that, I didn't have my that's my hat, right? Pip and run. That was my logo. Why buy and hold when you can pip and run? Like, you probably should have tip and ran on this trade. But yeah, this is the whole idea of being able to stay on this higher time frame and see if we can get a push. So we're breaking through and hitting people's stops, right? So as it inches along, maybe people start selling, they start adding to their sells, and maybe they try to force it the other way. But if they start stacking sells up and these guys start stacking buys up, well then, something has to give, right? So I think we broke the high. So I'm looking to at least, if we get to that 2016 area, I take part of it off, right? Because that's 100% expansion. And this pattern was invented by H.M. Gartley, called the Gartley, the guy that he had the animals, the bats and butterflies, the Gartley harmonics. And so he had a harmonic called, in fact, you can find it here, right? The ABCD pattern. And Ralph Nelson Elliott doesn't have the letter D, but H.M. Gartley does. And this is like the simplest Gartley harmonic there is, where you take the point, he starts, this is A, and this is B, this is C, and then point D is 1.618 or 100% expansion, right? So he's looking at the 1.618 with the right there, right? Oh, look at right on that line, right? In which these points AB, distance AB and distance CD are equal in length. This AB line is equal to CD, so AB equals CD. They call that the equal wave pattern or pattern 222, because H.M. Gartley in his book, pattern 222, he used to charge people the $15,000 to teach this one pattern. And he also, H.M. Gartley developed what we know as the supply and demand zones. That's always kind of very weird that certain companies and certain traders claim supply and demand zones when supply and demand zones were invented in 1933. Right? H.M. Gartley, right? And he drew this shaded box and he had price bouncing off the box for a buy. This is circa H.M. Gartley, 1933, right? And so he talks about this penetration of the zone and actually using it to sell. So, and it was called pattern 222. It was on page 222 of his book. I actually bought that book off of Amazon, and in that book it was missing page 222. It was missing, and I think I did a full reveal of. I opened the box and opened the book, and then opened up the page, and it was gone. And so it took me several. I complained to Amazon. I complained, and they gave a response until finally they sent me a brand new book that had that page in it. But it was so odd that that page should be removed from the book. So I have two books, one with page 222 in it and one without. Those market makers are nasty characters, right? They're going to take the winning strategy out of the book that I bought. Hope you guys are enjoying this, or you just find it a little educational, helpful. And just remember, if you want this experience to last, then all you gotta do is DM me on direct message me on Facebook, and I can show you how, see if I can help you become a more profitable, more consistent trader like my students. Adrian and Jeff, we've got really great plans, and we have a great sale going on right now for the beginning of the year. Start the New Year's off right by having a plan. It's always important to have a plan. What's your New Year's resolution? You want to do the same stuff that you did back in 2020. Don't make it 2020. Maybe 2023 was good, but it always be better, right? But if your 2023 sucked, then you need to do something different, right? If you fail to learn from history, you're gonna repeat it, right? So here we go. We're pushing right through the old high, and we should see it move on up. And I'm gonna move that stop up maybe to my entry, right? I'm looking for, once we clear this area, we should see a cascade move to the upside. We start hitting those stops. Remember, the Forex market is a stop-driven market. And if it starts driving these, let's look at, we're really commodities, right? Commodities, right? Gold. What are we doing with gold? Gold. Oh, yeah. Okay, so gold, same thing. It's almost the same thing, right? This is gold. Okay, we were in gold. The euro, right? Euro. Euro's my hero, right? Oh, the euro hasn't done anything. It's still hanging around there. There's always like baiting people in. We have these higher highs on the candles. On these are Hikinashi candles. Like, great, what's wrong with your candles? They look kind of weird. These are all I care about. I don't care about the pattern or whatever not. So many different candlestick patterns. I think they're a distraction myself. And I just go by color. Green up, red down, green is up. So as long as green is up, I continue to stay up. In an uptrend, red is a buy signal for me. And that's part of my power trade system that I'm doing. We have a power trade course. Oh, hey, my alert just went off. My phone just went off. I got heard a chirp. All right, let's go back to gold. I wrote a book on gold, and let's go back to commodities. Gold. Oh, there we go. Moving on up. My language is very tough to understand. Oh, sorry about that. I taught English as a second language. I was an English teacher for 16, 17 years. And I've taught students from all over the world. I've had Asia students from China, from Laos, from Mexico, from Africa. So usually, people understand what I have to say. I keep my language very simple and very plain, right? So, um, but my apologies. Oh, I think as much information and Hello Trader says how important it is to read Trading in the Zone. I believe that I'm a reader. I'm an English major by trade. I have a doctorate degree in Christian leadership and business, and I'm always looking for information. And any information I can get, whether it's Trading in the Zone or I like Pitbull by Marty Schwartz. I like Reminiscence of a Stock Market Operator. I love you know Training for a Living by Alexander Elder. So reading is part of. Hey, Jason, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you. So I want to be able to immerse myself in so much information. This is being a trader is about being a professional, and when you're a professional, you have to know what you're doing, and you want to pick the best. And there's a lot of books out there, but there are certain books that you just should read, and Trading in the Zone is one of them. Um, Trading for a Living, Alexander Elder is definitely another book that you should read. And Reminiscences of a Stock Market Operator is definitely a book that you should read. And The Gold Rush Blueprint by Dr. Gregory McLeod. I heard that's a fantastic book that you can get online. And it's right here. And I go unlock the secrets of trading gold. And but you can apply it to anything. And that's something that you want to take a look at. The gold rush is here, guys. A number of countries are, it's been talk, if you've heard about it, that they're going to go to a digital dollar. And if they go to a digital dollar where they actually start to, the BRIC countries, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, want to create another currency, probably a cryptocurrency that's backed by gold. Okay, they're trying to steer away from the US dollar. So that's the reason why I'm pushing. Greg, why are you? I was pushing gold. You guys know, the guys who were in my mentorship, I started the gold thing back in October, back in September. I was saying gold is going to be in play, right? And we're going to see new highs in gold. And I kept saying that. So I got a book, I got a course, I got everything, because if this is so, and we go away from the dollar and then we go into a digital currency, then what happens to Forex? Okay. So I'm trying to get my people, the people who I've trained, looking at other things to trade, not just Forex. Okay. They can go into, yes, you can trade gold in the spot market on your MT4 platform, but you can also trade it in the futures. You can trade London gold. You can trade Chicago CME gold. You can trade Singapore gold. You can trade Hong Kong gold. So I was trying to get my students to learn how to trade other things. So this is not just, hey, this is like a nice little thing. This could be, if they if they make a digital dollar that's not floating anymore, it could be the end of Forex. So that's the whole idea of creating this whole blueprint. And this is not just to create another money-making scheme, or it's to give people options when they start closing things down or things do change. Worst case scenario, if they fix the dollar to some crypto, digital, or they call it a central bank central bank controlled currency, or CBD, not CBD oil, but central bank, the central bank dollar. Well, that would mean that it's not floating, because they determine, and the Federal Reserve will determine what the value of the dollar is. So why would it float against Aussie dollar? Aussie dollar must be flat. Pound dollar be flat. Why? Because they determine the value of the dollar. So it's no longer floating because it's a digital dollar. And so the whole foreign exchange, you're seeing banks shut down their foreign exchange market. We just had a trial, about a 7-week trial, of the biggest banks testing out the digital dollar. We've had Wells Fargo, we've had JP Morgan, we've had Barclays. These are some of the biggest banks in the world, and they tested making transactions with this new digital dollar. I don't know when they're going to roll it out, but I'm not waiting, right? So I'm learning to trade. I traded other things before, but my students haven't. Most of my students, the only thing they've ever traded was Forex. So the whole idea is trading something, like any of the commodities that we have up here, copper, soybeans, cocoa, natural gas, learning how to trade these other assets. So if Forex goes away, you're not left in the cold going, oh, gee, what do I do? Well, you could have bought Greg's book, took his course, and learned a skill of how to trade these markets, especially the gold market, because we're going to see new highs in gold again, only because seasonally the gold drops just like the stock markets drop in February. This is just typical seasonality stuff. Sell in May and go away, and we'll get a pop in July, things will dive again, and then guess what? November, December, we'll start rallying again, right? So this machine moves it's the cycles that that the market moves in these cycles, just like the fall. In the fall, how can you tell it's fall? The leaves turn brown and the leaves fall, right? How do you know it's winter? It's cold and there's snow or ice, right? In most parts of the world, right? How do you know it's spring? Oh, I see flowers and butterflies and little animals and green grass, right? You can look at nature and see the change of seasons. Well, you can look at the markets and see the change of seasons. There's a seasonality for the dollar. The dollar typically drops, or actually rises, January and February, right? And typically it drops from September through December, right? And then it oscillates, because it goes in the opposite direction of the US stock markets, right? So that's what we normally see. So by knowing this seasonality, we can also determine what our trades are going to be. So right now we've got this drop, we'll probably rally, and then we will look for a continuation of this downturn. Right now, this is a profit taking rally. Because why? Because people got short all the way up here, right? So how do the shorts get their money out of the market? They have to buy their positions back, right? So as they're buying, so this is maybe not rallying so much because of new buyers, but it's rallying because people who are short have to close their positions to get the money out, right? And then, so an opportune bulls will come in and start riding their coattails, trying to drive prices higher, right? So that's what we're looking at. But was this helpful? Was this information about seasonality? How many people knew about seasonality? The seasonal patterns, right? Then we're going to look for maybe Japanese yen repatriation flows in March, because Japanese fiscal year ends in March. So you'll see your yen pairs, right? Like I said, ordinarily, sometimes I would go and snag that right there, but I'm looking for a break above this 38% retracement and a move higher. So I'm trying to hold my hold my powder dry, right? And might miss my opportunity to take profit on that. Let's see if we get one more surge. This is the next shot here, and we take a look. It was a wow. It was a pretty good rise. So we broke that line. So we broke it, shamued, and then came back down. Right. So there was plenty to maybe to get out of this trade with a pretty good profit. But I'm going to see if we get one more surge and a break, and see if we can roll in that 2024 area. We are approaching London 720 in the morning, and it's a morning in Europe. We had a pretty good. Let me give it some more chart action here. We're pulling back pretty sharply here, and let's see if we can. And this is a 15-second chart, so you're probably looking at your chart, and you're probably saying, "Hey, mine aren't moving that fast." Okay, this is a pretty a fast mover. We're probably inside that wick right there. Let me get focused here. We have a Fibonacci, we have a swing low here and a swing high. We almost hit that 1.618. Hope we get a little more than that. 38% retracement at 2011.01. Let's see if we get a bounce there. And I'm going to remove this guy. Let's move that. Let me get rid of this. There we go. Give us some more space to work with. Okay. I'm in hot. 2011 75. About $2. $2 from the high. And it's like expand this a little bit, make this a little bit larger. Want to make it larger, but also want to be able to see, keep in mind what's going on here. We've got some support. 38% retracement is right. That orange line is a 38. And we'll see if now if it stops before the 38 and then breaks the line, that'll be a really good trade. Right now, we're down about 9.8 pips right now. Looking for color change, maybe. Okay. If we take that trend line out, trend line comes in at 2011.84. We take that out. Currently at 2011.74 by 1205. And see if we can take that out. There we go. The shade. Oh, it's kind of, there we go. That's the trend line, it's red again. And we are sitting right on this previous level of support, 2011.26. We're gonna stop at 2009.22, which is like where we kind of started. It was like old support area here, but let's see if this is our zone of support. There's maybe a demand zone. Maybe there's a little bit of demand right there. Exploring that zone, 2011-13. Two thousand eleven 16 by 2011-51, 07 by 44, 11 by 47, 07 by 42. And it's 2:27 a.m. Maybe another 3 minutes, we get some type of decisive move. A lot of these algos and trade robots will move every 30 minutes. So let's see if we get a push out of that zone. It's 2:27, less than 3 minutes. Well, maybe okay, maybe we're stopped out on the euro thing. Maybe the euro has the euro wasn't our hero. We should have taken our money and ran, right? Let's get over here and I'm trying to get over there. Let's do uh EU or USD. We yeah, we had nice little we rallied and then price came back down and so tagged our stop there. So we've got this indecision going on here. We got long here and our stock was triggered, so we were stopped out. So we had a nice move to the upside and got this line at 109.61 held, and our stop was triggered. So we're out of this the trade. The trend is still up, right there. And so our trend is up, and I would probably re-enter the market and maybe a stop just below the low and see if that long liquidity sweep down there kind of took me out. It's like, okay, so you took me out. Okay. It's still an uptrend. I mean, the reasons for getting into the trade still exist. So I try again, right? And I know I'll give it like 2 tries, and if it doesn't work, then hey, I'm out, right? The low put it right here, right? The low is right here at 108.90. That's like right where we are right now. Right? The spread will kick me out. That's the thing when you on a 15-second chart, the spread would take you out. So we'll give it a little bit of a right. So we'll see if that long wick take us out. If not, then we might close up shop here. It hit my loss limit for the day. Because I didn't see. I know I have students that will go ahead and take a short on that, and really, we haven't broken a structure where we have a higher high, a higher high. We haven't had a lower low yet, and so we're actually coming back down again. Right. All right. So the dollar must be coming back. Let's just take a quick look at the dollar. And let's take a look. Dollar pairs, the dollar index. Oh yeah. So here's that trend line. Here's that trend line, and when we bounced off, and so it reached it a lot. So I was expecting it to come down to 103.07, but you can see, look at this rocket ship straight up. So it's going to take out anything that's that is anti-dollar is going to get crushed, right? So the dollar is making a very strong bullish comeback. We can take a look at maybe like in the indices, like let's take a look at like the DAX. So the DAX looks like it may maybe rolling over, right? Maybe we might see a drop in. Let's see if Let me put it, or my stop loss above the high. This one 16,457. And let's see if this is the dollar will continue to get strong. If the dollar is strong, the indices are usually weak too. So let's see if we can we'll come back down to this support. There's lots of wiki support there. I'm going to take the close, not excluding the wicks, and that takes us down to 1638.96. And let's see if that works. Probably our long gold and long euro are probably washed up since the dollar has been rocketing, right? And so let's get back. See if we can maybe mitigate some of the. Yeah. Yeah, it's only he just bounced off the trend line. It's not even recognizing it. So it's like it's heading straight down, but it's hitting our value zone on the 30-minute. It's just not looking too chipper on the lower time frames. It's like it's just continues to rock down, but we're hitting our moving averages, the lower part of little moving averages. So let's see if that this acts as support and we get a reaction. You ahead of our stop, hopefully. But you know, that's like your safety belt or what you call the the net. This is like our high wired trapeze guy or maybe a construction worker, and we have to have a net, and that's our net. So we'll go back to that. Let's take a look at what our gold did. Our gold take us out. Look at commodities and look at gold. Did we get back in or we stopped out? Oh, there we go. So we're up $1,000 on gold, and we gave it a little bit a bigger stop, and we could probably go ahead and maybe take that. You get a little positives, right? We got back in. You see, it came right in our zone. This is our demand zone. Price came back in the zone, broke the trend line, and rallied out of the zone. Right, so it gave us a nice push out of that area, and let's see if it may come back and give us a buy. Let's go back to our indices. Look at indices. We're looking at the DAX, which is GER30 on the CFD, and that's down here. And we can look at the DAX and see if it has risen or dropped. And it did get short, right? Is the spread that big? We're below the line. I guess, I mean, here's where we got in, and this is where it is now. I guess it's a pretty wide spread. I remember when the spread used to be like one, or I mean, back on the FXCM platform. In fact, I remember when we used to trade it before all the Dodd-Frank stuff happened. The moment it used to be when you got in on the right direction, you see like that, it would be positive from entry, right? Now it's like this huge spread. I don't know why there's a big spread on the DAX. I don't know if you guys know. Any of you guys trade indices? Like you trade NAS or US 30 or S&P 500? Ooh, little flashback. It's an ugly candle. What is that? I just said that there's no weird candles in Hakanashi, and this makes me into a liar. We got like an inside. That's usually bearish. Inside day, big candle with a small candle inside it is usually bearish. Anyway, this looks kind of weird. Let's go back to. I'd rather go back to gold, right? Gold. Oh, all right, look at that. Easy. We're gonna try again. Stop loss. Uh, it looks big, but it's only $1. Is it right? It's $1, maybe $2. Yeah, $1.30. Yeah. Take profit. I'm gonna use my take profit. I'm still thinking that we would come back and get out of here. Really, this would, you know, if I mean, this is the equal wave, maybe equal CD, something like that. But I'm thinking it'll go higher. But if it got here, it'd be nice. 1.618. Got a nice little value zone there. We got tweezer bottoms in the value zone. When I took it one candle, two candles out, so a little late to the party. But this should be you should see some continuation. With all the, lots of stuff going on in the Red Sea, missile attacks, you got the Houthis, you got Iran actually launching attacks against Syria and Pakistan and Iraq, right? And Iraq. So they're like shooting at everybody. It's like, and they're complaining about terrorism. Like, going, really? I thought you guys sponsored terrorism. Now you're fighting terrorists? Okay. But anyway, it's all that this means for the currencies and gold market is that during usually times of war or geopolitical unrest or revolutions or missile attacks and wars, gold usually is where people run to for safety. And you usually get a little bit of a rally in gold premium. But we did see the dollar shooting up. Well, it was a 15-second chart though, right? You guys still there or did you go home? Are any of you guys trading or are you guys spectators? Okay, maybe you guys all left. Okay. The great questions though, especially from Hello Trader. Yeah, we're touching that bottom of that Bollinger Band. Yeah, Bollinger Bands here. I got my moving averages here. And I'm looking for one more push up. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Come on now. Coming up. Oh, maybe you couldn't understand me. My microphone was far away. Hello, trader. That's probably why you couldn't understand me. I'm like going, hey, I'm talking I'm talking loud and clear and slow, but your microphone's over here, Greg. It's like, okay, sorry about that. Is that better? There we go. Oh, look at that. Breakout. Breakout. Dun, 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 dun. Don't go to hell. Dun, 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 breakout. Oh, bring that stop up. Come on. Still got a long way to go. Just wondering if the Euro has that swung around too. Euro. Look at you. Oh, the guy still hanging down. See, look, it wicked the moving average. Looks like it wants to come back up. I'm gonna get another position in there. Bring my stop. I'm gonna keep my stop the same. See if we get a little bit of a rebound, right? And so take that rebound. Maybe we can get back to the old high. Get back to the old high. That'd be good. There we go. There we go. All right. Gold. Gold. Where is you? Where is you? Where is you, gold? No, there we go. Nice little trend line break. 130. Oh, wow. I was gonna close it out. That's how fast this 15-second chart moves. Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah. Usually I kind of focus in on one currency pair at a time. Um, but oh, we're looks like we're gonna get smoked. Look at that. Okay. Well, that's it for Mr. Gold. We try to watch them, right? Um, so we had one winner, a couple of losses there, and we still have the euro. But it is 2:45. We got the London Open coming up. Let's maybe switch back to the indices and see how that's doing, and hit back. And man, we've dropped, and we didn't. I did go short. Looking for a bigger move down, but that was the spread was wide, and we didn't get any of that. Now we're back at our entry, and it's wicking right now, right? Okay, that's still kind of. Let's go back to the euro and hit that. Okay, euro is turning around. Coming back on this trend line, we're on the other side of it. So let's see if we can break through this, break on through to the other side, break on through, break on through. Let's see if we can break on through to the other side. 108.94. Here we go. Here we go. And if you want there's free resources over at elitetradersuniversity.com if you would like to have a free master class, Elite Traders university.com and check out some free resources that we have: a free masterclass, an ebook, and some other goodies for you to download. And if you like a free trade audit, or to look at your trades, sometimes beginning of the year is a good way of tuning up, looking at your trades and seeing, hey, what can be improved? How can we improve your trading by looking at your trading record? I tell my students in mentorship to love their losses, right? Because your losses can teach you a lot more of how you can improve. And I know sometimes it's hard to look at the losses because we can feel emotions like failure, disappointment, frustration. But actually, if a lot of times when I go through someone's trades in my trade audit, we find out that they're making the same mistakes over and over again. And by changing those habits, we can actually see maybe there's a common theme, a common thread. There is a certain kind of mistake that you're making all the time. And if we can correct that, then all of a sudden now, boom, light bulb goes on and your trading is a lot better just by making a subtle tweak, right? Maybe there's one little thing that you're doing wrong. And maybe that's all you need. I call it trading checkup. So if you'd like to get a trading checkup, what I want you to do, if you're interested in that, you may not be, but if you've been trading year after year, if you want different results, to say insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results, right? So if you would like normally we have this $97 session, and usually I charge $5,000 for 2 hours of my time. But for a limited time only, what I'm going to do is give you a link to my free session, and you book a time with me. What we can do is we can check on your trades. What you do is you pull up, whether it could be a demo account, it could be a live account. What we can do is go over your trades and see where you need help. Maybe is it a strategy problem? Is it a timing problem? Is it what are you selecting? Maybe you're trading something that you shouldn't be trading. Maybe you're trading at the wrong time. But the answer to those questions can only come about if we have this what we call a trade audit. Okay, so I put the link in the chat box for a trade audit. If you would like to have that free trade audit, you can go ahead and click that link and book a time with. Click that link, and we'll talk like maybe like 15-20 minutes. Won't take a whole lot of time because it'll probably be very easy to find. But most traders are really too proud to actually contact me. I have mentorship students who don't book time with me, and booking time with me is part of their package. They get one time a month where we look at their trades every month. Do you know how many people actually take me up on that? Not very many, right? So I'm opening up. I have some space on my calendar, and I'm opening up that trade audit time for people who are not in mentorship. So, so you want to take advantage of that time with me. It's not a sales call or anything like that. It's just, hey, I want to help out and help you get on the right track. Right? I know you're looking at my trades like going, really, Greg? You probably need a trade audit. Hey, like ring the bell. Hey, Greg, you need a trade audit, right? So again, if you're interested, the link is in the chat box for that trade audit. And after the trade audit, sometimes I had Tracy Anderson was one of my top students. But she wasn't a student at first. She was just a person doing a trade audit with me. She did a trade audit. And after doing a trade audit, she wound up getting like so many trades in a row, and then she wound up coming in second place or winning a world trading contest, right? So there was a top trader trading contest, and she hit
numerous winning trades just from a call. Now, after she did the breakthrough strategy call, the we call the trade audit call, she wound up saying, "Hey, this trade audit call was so good. Let me go ahead and register." Um, I'm trying to see. There, yeah, this is yeah, Tracy Anderson, right? I call her Supergirl, right? Um, but there's our, yeah. So yeah, I was the top trader. I was her coach. Um, See, Tracy Anderson, Australian trader who placed second in last month's top trader competition with success story like that. We wanted to find out a bit more of Greg and his path to success. So I was her, we had a coaching company. And so she just, again, she came on board as a, um, she, was a, she was, she came through a breakthrough an audit call. And we did the audit with her. And then after the audit, she won second place, and then she enrolled, right? So she kind of like did it backwards, right? It wasn't like, she took my course. She's like, oh, it was just a couple of things that we just fixed in her trading. And we fixed those things. Once we fixed those things, then everything like worked out for her, right? And I don't know why I don't see any of her they say have all of her trade oh, there we go. Yeah. So she came in second in the global trading contest from Sydney, Australia. And so it was really there. In fact, there she is. Yeah, I was looking for this. She was first going into the weekend. She came in first place. But then this guy came in from behind and took top honors. It was $1 million contest. So and that was from a call. In fact, this is her Twitter. She says, "Had my best ever week. 34 trades and 4 losses. Thanks so much for your help, Greg. And the chat room has been a great help too." So, can you imagine that was um, just from a call, just from a trade audit call. So for 34 trades. Why? Because we were able to find it like she was doing, she was entering too late. And it's like, look, if you just enter a little faster, right? You could increase your number of winning trades, right? Because you could go to target a lot easier. So just a little tip like that, and she was able to come live. So again, the trade audit is absolutely free. And so if you don't take advantage of it, you're missing out on something. And this thing is coming on down. And then we're looking at 2:55. We got 5 minutes before the hour. And so we'll just go ahead and stick here for about 5 minutes and see if something jumps out. Either it's going to stop us out, which is fine. I hit my loss limit, or we rally, and that long wick usually is a sign that we could see some. I'm not going to move the stop. It's like, look, either you turn or go, but you really don't want to walk your stop, get in the habit of walking your stop back and increasing your. I'd rather see it stop out, get out of it. I know some people talk about hedging, and it just creates a lot of complexity. So um, you would really want to um, and it's coming right down to the stop. Who's gonna watch it? It's like, hey, like, you're not gonna shy. You gotta learn how to take it on the take, and then right. Okay, so yeah, so it must be the yeah. So we got stopped out on that trade. So we're stopped out. So yeah, oh, I was talking a lot, and but nice of it on that break. We had a nice game. So Well, that was my bet on that. Hopefully you made some money on it if you were trading it, if you were trading along with me. Um, and while I was talking, you like, hey Greg, look, and then you just wind up closing it yourself. And that's fine. If you make money, that's cool. That's what I'm here to do, is to help you see the market in a different way. Um, and past before Matt, no, great, a great month. I mean, it's like my goodness, the month of we have that. Yeah, we have. Yeah, I mean, we had no. I mean, we're just, yeah, the U.S. dollar. We're trading dollar yen. Dollar yen was nuts. It was nuts, right? Um, Computer is bogged down. I need to clean it. That might be something to have. People clean your houses and they clean your cars and they got detail. They really should have some people like to come to your house and clean your computer, right? Wow, everything's kind of freezing up now, right? Okay. Do I have any other open positions open? Oh, positions? No, yeah, we're close. It's 2:59. And we got about 30 seconds for the hour. 30 seconds before the hour. 2:59. Man, it's a long time to get to 2:59. Now 3 o'clock. And so London Open, let's take a look at the pound dollar, right? Let's go to Forex majors. Maybe one. Do we have, in fact, same kind of wiki candle coming out of there. There you go. Let me go to 5 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. 3 o'clock. What's going on? Doing? I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, we got London Open, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock London time, 3:01 Eastern time. Lower highs, lower swing lows. We're gonna get short. So we're gonna do stop of the high. We're gonna give a 6, maybe 7 pip stop. Really? Like it stopped me out like right away. It's like, really? Not even, right? See if we can grab 10 pips out of this. I mean, if it clears the highs, I get out of it. I wouldn't even wait till it hits my stop. But let's see, we got some lower swing highs, lower swing lows, kind of like in this a descending triangle. And we put a low in here on the 15-second chart. I really like Mac, different indicators here. I'm a 4.7 pip stop. I'm out. This is not it put that low in there and it didn't break. It didn't follow through. Let's okay. It didn't take that high out. It just came close. Came close. I don't like what I'm in. Yeah, I'm getting out. Yeah. Pretty. It's chopped. What we want to see is a kind of like some type of decision. It could be flagging out of what to lay it out right. It wants to do its thing. Okay, now it wants to drop the hammer, right? 120, 2691 by 2693. This is Dr. Greg McLeod from Elite Traders University. Welcome to Pip and Run, London. We finished late Asia. It kind of chopped up in there. See if we can ride this baby down. We're in pound dollar short at one spot 2693. And we're taking like our 10 standard lot position and doesn't look promising. Break south side and looks like it wants to come back up. Let's see. As long as we get stay below 26.99, I'm going to hold on to this trade. If And thank you guys for joining me. And we're probably a little bit slightly delayed. Maybe we're on the good foot here. We did get shaken out a little bit. And let's see if this will go to Target instead of Walmart. And heard it chime, or don't know if that's an alert or an alarm. And we are at 2692. Looking for a drop down to the 2680 area. Gives about 11 and a half pips. Market's kind of this sluggish, kind of slow. Not getting that really big follow through like we usually get on the open. It could be, we've just had Martin Luther King holiday, winter break. It's cold. Maybe guys aren't, there's lots of snow and very cold around the world in the northern hemisphere. And so you got people like maybe staying in bed and cuddling up and keeping warm, right? Having a nice cup of warm beverage. Anybody out there? Yeah, any questions? You got something you want to see? Let me know. My name is Dr. Greg McLeod, and I am the chairman, founder, coffee maker at Elite Traders University. We've been around for 10 years, our 10-year anniversary. We're up our 10-year anniversary sale. And you can go to elitetradersuniversity.com and we are giving away, not giving away, but well, yeah, we're giving away. We have a master class, we have a free ebook, and we have a really powerful, a really cool group, a Facebook group that you might want to join if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to be in a dynamic community of really smart, good traders, then join. And 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 you can talk with me and other traders from around the world. And we'd love to have you. I'm going to put the link here in the chat box if you want to join. Check out. How about check out my free Facebook group. All right. Control V. There we go. I don't know what this is. Something popped out. All right. $290. $310. Come on down. Come on down. I mean, that's more than I would make as a teacher, when I taught school. I mean, I made $170 a day. So if you make this in a day, 200, $300, $400 a day, 200 trading days, like $80,000 a year, right? Right. And if you took that, right? Pip and run. We get in and get out pretty fast, right? Got in here, got out there. It may have a little bit more room to fall. I like to see some type of a reversal to be able to take advantage of that and get back in it. I can show you how to do that. Oh man, that's our exit. Don't get FOMO. Don't get back in yet, Greg. I like to see some type of a reversal and we can get back in short again. And in fact, I'm going to switch this to a 1-minute chart. And so we have a pretty good drop. Wow. It's coming on down to that support area, 2681. We're walking the Bollinger Band. 2684. And I'm gonna trigger long. I'm gonna go counter trend. I'm gonna try to get maybe $300 on the north side. We're in a sideways consolidation on the 1 minute chart. We're hitting old support. So let's see if we can pull some money both ways, hit it both sides, be a bull and a bear. What's a half bull, half bear? A bullaire or barrel? Well, there's my entry. Pick the bottom, huh? Is a who he who picks bottoms and tops has a smelly finger. Don't pick your bottom. There we go. Hit me. Hit me. Pay me. Oh, come on. Pay me. Pay me. Pay me. Pay me. Come on. Pay me. Pay me. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. A little bit. A little bit. Here we go. Pay. Boom, baby. Here we go. Ring the bell. I go bi-directional. That doesn't sound right, Greg. Shut up. You're bi-directional? Yeah, bi-directional, bro. Don't judge. Yeah, London has more volume usually than any other market, except the overlap between London, the London New York overlap. This is better. I usually don't stay up this late, but I was at Bible study. He's like, yeah, Greg, you go to Bible study? He's like, yeah, I went to Bible study Wednesday. So my Asia session got pushed out. I put God first, right? It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, his righteousness, and these things will be added unto you, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna add this on to me later. So I let my group know. I say, hey guys, I won't be in at 9 because I'm at Bible study, but they didn't show up. Like, hey, we're going to sleep, Greg. We made money without you. It's like, oh, okay. Be that way then. Save me some pips, will you? Will you save me some pips? And like, well, one of my traders like, hey, this is what I did. I'm like, okay, did you save me any? No. Okay, I'm getting some. I'm getting mine. Pay me again. Pay me. I got my bell. I got my bell. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on. $10. $10. Don't give me a tweezer. Don't give me a tweezer bottom at the Bollinger Band. Drop. Get down. Say, no, ask nicely. Please drop with a big bearish engulfing candle, please. Pretty please, with sugar on top, with Splenda on top, right? Come on. Gotta watch the A1C, right? No. Here we go. Come on. Come on. That's it. You can do it. Chin line break, color change. Drop the, let's get a little lower. Ooh, okay. Higher low double bottom, not a fan. Ooh. Ooh, spiking up the other way. Okay. Well, this like we flagged out, we only had like $100, right? But so we get a lower high. Usually the direction it comes out at London, it kind of continues in that direction. So I just wanted to make a new low, but ooh, old high, double top. Come on. Double top, don't stop till you drop. We have double bottom and double top. So it's like it doesn't know what it wants to do. It may come back to the breakout point. We might have a return to the scene of the crime. And we dropped to 26.83. Dollar was looking pretty strong. Yeah, I'm bailing on that. Okay. Let's see if it you come back into the congestion zone. One 126.90, 27.00, whole number round number resistance. See if it can take that out. May not be able to take it out in one chunk. But it's stacking, nice stack of green candles here in the 1 minute. And oops, no, let me get back there. Here's our 5 minute reversal. And our opening range breakout. So we had our breakout box. Our breakout box at 2:30. Right, 2:30 at 3 o'clock. You know, we talk about the fix, the London fix, right? I'll move this middle line out of the way. So we didn't, we double wick the bottom of the box between this range. So we should see a big bullish move to the upside. Okay, we're at break even, up $50. 26.92 by 93. My name is Dr. Gregory McLeod. I am the CEO and president of Elite Traders University, and we're long the pound versus US dollar on this January 18th of January 2024. Got long at 26.92, looking for one spot 26.97. And this is our 10-year anniversary. We got started back in 2014. And we have trained hundreds of students around the world in trading Forex. And so we have students from all over the world who have done extremely well using my proprietary trading system that I developed under the tutelage of the famous, well-known trader and author and Mark Douglas. Okay, we're in the money. We're in the money. Bum, 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 bum. For now. Yeah, pull back against the trend. I'm gonna change this trend line a little bit. Walking the boulder, man, now. Once this thing starts walking the band, then we are in high cotton, right? And I might just take that 400. I take that and I might get back because nervous Nelly, right? Nervous Nelly. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I want to take profits. I want to set my profit based on the compass chart, my hard time frame chart. First, I don't see anything. Okay, I got 15. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We could see a move up to maybe 127.24. I think 27.24 will be a pretty good target to set. It won't probably will take the entire day to get there. May take the entire day to get there. I do want to have a stop on this though, in case it just decides to. Because the 5 minute gives me this box that we're in. We need to get out of the box. We need to get out past 27, the figure, and it's still circulating. Still, there's an accumulation of orders in here, right? And I might just want to to scalp this. I think it's gonna give me an entry. So give me an entry. Yeah, give me an entry. Come on. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. It's just such a slow market that you know you don't really get a whole lot of movement. So we get that low volatility. He's kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna scalp it heavy and pip and run, and like hit it and quit it. I probably won't hit that. Like, right. If we get here, that's $1,500. Ooh, dipping that line. 29, 26.90, 126.93 by 95, 2 pips spread. Wow. I remember scalping pound yen with 8 pip spreads. So, but that was, circa 2006, right? Hear people complaining, 2 pip spread, that's such a lot. It's like, you probably don't have a strategy or a system. It really doesn't matter how big the spread is if you're in the wrong direction, right? 93 by 95 still frozen there. Let's see. Let's go. And this, well, this is a long line. Let's bring it. Yeah, here we go. I know this is what we got, kind of a bend. Very low liquidity. See how the liquidity is picked up, Annie. Let's just check. Oh, okay. It's picked up a little bit. Big spike on the open, 8 o'clock, and it's like, this is I guess it's UK time. Yeah, and now it's like, liquidity is I mean, there's really not a lot going on here. So if anytime you sit at the market and it's not moving, one market heat map has a liquidity meter here. We can like check, but you might have something else. But so you're the markets are based on people being in the market, right? That makes the market. And if there's not a lot of people in the market, then your different indicators and candlestick formations and patterns fail. And so really it's not the optimal time to be in the market, even though you think, oh wow, London open, but Asia is you can get some good volume in Asia. Oh, this is like rolling over like rover, right? We're right back at the trend line. That trend line is drawn right. It's blowing through it anyway. You want to capture the wicks. So you connect these two and then project it, then we're sitting right on an area where this could be a reversal. 2 points make a line. That's geometry 101. Here's 2 points connected, project them out. They make a line. And let's see if that line holds. It's like, no, Greg, I don't care about this line. I'm just going to go right through it and dive for your stop, right? So the next thing we look at is Fibonacci. Like, where are we in relation to Fibonacci? And we can see that we are at the 50% retracement. The green line is 50. Oh, now we're diving to the 618. It's like green eggs and ham, Sam I am. I don't like the 618. I don't like the 382. I don't like the 23.6. No, Sam. I, I kind of like the 50. The 50 is kind of tasty. It looks like he's like, yum, 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 yum. A 50% retracement is tasty. Based on rules of wave counting, it shouldn't be, it's crossing into the top of wave one, which is a violation of the rule. But maybe price doesn't care about maybe it doesn't care. Like, your rule, we don't need no stinking rules. Rules are for schmucks, right? So you may have your rules, but and it probably, people who are wave counters, they'll say, oh, well, this is our wave one high. We crossed into it, therefore it's invalid. And Price says, I don't care. So we should see a big rockety move up to the upside. $618 retest of the 618. It's like there's not a lot of liquidity out there that's driving the market higher. And you see the dollar index is kind of on the move too. So retesting that 618 Fibo. And we have these tweezer bottoms here at the opening range breakout, which ordinarily would just give you just a really major lift. But we're just kind of stalling out here. We do have at 8:30 a.m., we do have the jobless claims number coming out. And with the jobless claims number, that could be what traders are waiting for. They're probably saying, look, nothing, the Fed is data dependent and they are trying to see if they want to raise interest rates or not. And they need that job data to tell them whether they want to keep rates the same or cut rates. Ordinarily, see, that would have taken off. It's trying to rock it up. It's like it's like an old car. It's like cold motor. Come on, come on, you can do it. What? Okay, it liked the 618, came back for seconds. So yum, yum, yum. Okay, now you've had lunch. Now get going. Go make us some money. Go. All right, you're above the moving averages. Good. Using a 21 and 13 moving average. Okay, we're at the 382. Good. Okay, come on, keep climbing. Come on. All right, come on, knock that out. Head to the 23% retracement. I don't have all day. We're at the 38% retracement at 126.91. And actually add an additional position here at the trend line break and the 618 to help bring my cost basis down. Oops, came back for the 50. Looks like it forgot something. It left something back at the 50. Oh, and it punctured the 618. Triple bottom at the 618. Triple bottoms are usually not a thing. And now we have a retest of the breakout box 2688, 85 by 87. tweezer bottoms at that area again. Very sloppy price action. Looking for some continuation here. We were doing pretty good. We were taking it up short and long, and then we're about what 38 minutes into the London Open. And maybe we get a 4 o'clock candle that will give us something worth looking at. Come on. It's like a dog on a leash. It's like, it's going to chase a squirrel. It's going to chase a car. It's like, come on, heel boy. Come on. I try to make things a little bit lively. That's why a lot of my students love my classes because, we try to make it fun. We try to have a little bit of fun, right? Sometimes this financial stuff can be so dry and so boring, and so like, there's no humor in it. And it's like, well, gee, you might as well stay in your job if you're gonna if you're gonna make it boring. I that's my hallmark. Some people it gels with them, and they are like, oh wow, you're a fun teacher. I really enjoy what you're doing, and I'm learning a lot. Some people are stuffy and they don't like me. They don't like my personality. That's fine. It's like we're 7 billion people in the world, and you'll find someone who you gel with. And so, if you don't understand what I'm saying, or you don't like my color, you don't like my looks, you don't like my sound, you don't like my voice, you don't like the color of my charts, it doesn't matter. Go on to somewhere else. It's quite all right. I'm not offended. You know, there's certain people I don't like listening to. There's certain things I don't like watching, or I don't, there's certain sports people that, they just rub me the wrong way. There's some people that I could listen to for hours, right? Because it's nothing about them. It's not them. It's what I like, right? So it's what you like. And I'm not everything to everybody. So if you don't like me, I'm not going to change. Just go somewhere else. It's fine. There's 7 billion people out there. Find someone who gels with you, right? Because I make enough money. I don't need um your support. you know, it'd be nice to have it. It'd be great, but I don't need it. Um, so I'm not offended if you don't like me. Just go somewhere else, and that's fine. I have some people that I'm the best thing since sliced bread. They love. I had people watching my videos who don't even trade. Like, well, what do you trade? Oh, I don't trade. I just like watching, talk, you or listening to what you're saying, your stories and stuff. Like, going, really? It's like, okay. And then some people go, oh, well, I listen to you. It's kind of cringy. It's like, well, don't listen to me then. It's fine. I have tough skin. I taught in South Central LA. So I've been called every name of the book. I've been cussed out, yelled at, thrown out, spit at, stuff thrown at me. So if all the stuff I went through in public education, do you think a few weird comments on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter makes any difference to me? No. And I'm just trying to have fun, guys. So if fun and money are not your thing, then bye-bye. 2689 by 91. I mean, I was the kind of student where I didn't need to like my teacher to learn from them. In fact, some of them didn't like me and I didn't like them, but I knew that they had information I needed. And I didn't care if they didn't like me. I didn't care if I didn't like them, because in the end, it's not about liking, it's about results, right? And if this guy can teach me how to make money, I don't care. I like him already, right? But a lot of people aren't like that. Well, I don't like him. Is he making money? Yeah. Does he help others? Yeah. But I don't like him. Okay, well, that's why you're broke. Okay. But to each their own, right? But I'm the kind of person which if you have information, I'm going to get it from you. Now, once I figure it out, I'm going to go somewhere else, right? But ideally, you like to have someone you like and someone you can learn from too. It makes it a lot easier, right? I actually had one of my students tell me, "You're too happy." It's like, yeah, and if you made money too, would you be happy? Oh, I mean, I'm happy for other things. I got Jesus in my heart. I'm happy. I'm just a happy guy. 2693 by 95. I mean, life is too short to be unhappy. And I'll be a lot happier. They hit my take profit. I'm going to be really happy. But hey, if I get stopped out, I'm happy. I'm not as happy. Well, happiness is a temporal thing. If you have joy for living, it doesn't matter. It goes down, it goes up, but you're really it's the same. It doesn't impact who I am. I'm still a child of God. It doesn't matter if I win or lose. But some people are defined by their losses and their wins, and that's what's psychological draining in trading. You have to separate yourself from your trading. You are not your trades. Look at that. That's a nice, big, giant, bullish engulfing candle over here, right? Pay me. Pay me. I'm up $1,000. You think I should take it? Let me know in the chat box. You should take it, Greg. Anyone out there? Like crickets. It's like, all right. Come on. Come on. I got my bell ready. Come on. We're so close. Come on. It's a little bit higher. Oh, I'm not. I got my bell. I'm ready to rock and roll here. I'm gonna sign off after this. It's 3:46. Come on. Pay me. Pay me now. Look, mom, no hands. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right there. Right there. Come on. Come on. Right there. Ooh. One more push. Come on. I'm taking it. There we go. All right. All right, guys. Well, you saw it. Well, I think we're not as much in the hole, but we are. But we ended on a positive note. And I hope you found value in watching me place. Oh, look at that. Nice little drop right there, right? I'm gonna put an alarm there because this thing could turn around and I can get it later. But you need to come over if you would like to. If you think I can help you, and I don't know if I can or not unless I talk to you. But come over to Elite Traders University. You can at least come over and get our income boost blueprint. It's my Greg's income boost blueprint is a great way to learn and profit from the $5.1 trillion a day foreign exchange market. Just enter your information below, get access. Don't worry, I won't spam you. I probably won't even contact you. Very, very other than if I have an offer or something like that of value to you, I'll send you something, but I won't sell your information. There's also a free master class called 4 Pillars of Six Figures, and you can register here and you can learn how my system actually works, the people I've helped, and a little bit about me and my backstory and how I got started in this. And also, I'm entering some trades, a little video that's in there as well. And so you can learn more about Elite Traders University and how we help students from around the world, and also how the system actually works. And if it's something that you want to learn more about and you want to see if I can help you, I might not be able to help you, but if you think I can, then you can also register for a free strategy call, and like a game plan call. Get your game plan together. You want to get a game plan. This is January. It's fresh sheet of paper. Old things of new. Old things old things have passed away. Behold, everything's become new, right? And so you can get that game plan with me personally. Or if you want to apply directly and say, hey, look, skip the video. I want to talk to you. I want to see if you can help me or not. Just click apply and pick one of the times on here, the dates that fits your schedule, and spots fill up. And we can do a trade audit, see what your trades are like, and see how we can give you a plan to move forward, right? With my help or without my help, like I said, I don't know if I can help you or not, and don't know if I can work with you. Don't know if this makes sense to work with me, but definitely we would love to talk with you. And then you check out my client results here as well. You can see some of the students that we've helped. We had students that went down 50%, up 21%. We had one guy take 2K to 20K in this couple of months. When my students, he's like a multimillionaire trader. Now he's trades for himself. I got a lady who started a hedge fund making 600 pips a day. So there are lots of success stories. My favorite is Monty, a substitute teacher from Missouri, turned $1,200 to like 150. This 100,000 was really $150,000. Cassie from Taiwan, 43% up in the week, right? We have Helen from Greece. She's up 23% for the year. Got the Jonah, got 10x his investment. So these are some things that show that we've been around for 10 years and we've helped people. And I turn away people. Sometimes I can't help people. Some people I can't help. But if you believe that I can help you, if you would like to work with me and you would like to see outsized results, then come to elitetradersuniversity.com. I'll put the link in the chat box, and you can go ahead and do that. And if you're interested in trading gold, because you got to understand what's going on in the world, the BRICS nations want to get away from the US dollar, and they are buying up large quantities of gold because they want to launch a new currency that's backed by gold that also uses crypto. That they control. Okay, then you remember these countries, Brazil and Russia, India and China are not necessarily known for democracy. They don't trusting a decentralized ledger like Bitcoin is not in their game plan. They want to control the monetary system, so they're going to back their new currency backed by gold, and so in anticipation of that, and then simultaneously, the U.S. government is going to launch their digital dollar. And when they launch their digital dollar, it could spell the end to Forex, okay? Because if it's a central bank controlled dollar, then the value is already preset. So, and we trade currencies versus a floating dollar. If the dollar is no longer floating and it's fixed to a decentralized or centralized ledger, basically the Fed can create as much money as they want digitally. So that's why I'm teaching my students how to trade gold. Gold is one of the oldest wealth stores of wealth. In they hit a 5,000 year high back in December, and so I call it the Gold Rush Blueprint. It's a book that I wrote, and you can get my $10,000 strategy, or I made money routinely, and you can get this for $4.99. This is the Gold Rush book, 155 pages. And you can learn my system. The King Midas system is the heart of the Gold Rush Blueprint. And this talks about unlock the secrets of gold and understand why gold, it's not just a precious metal, require expert skills, trading skills, the pip values, the contract sizes, and also master market dynamics. And you can get that at the goldrushblueprint.com. I'll go ahead and put that link in the chat box for you. And then be part of the gold revolution, because the demand of gold is a physical, is not digital. It's something that the central banks are of around the world are stockpiling, especially the BRICS nations. They're backing their currency with gold. They're creating a crypto that's backed by gold. And so they're going to move away from the US dollar, and that could create a dive in the dollar, and also a rise in a new currency regime. So, and we want to, and as the dollar gets maybe pulled from being the reserve currency of the world, we want to be able to trade other things like gold, like oil, but most specifically, we want to trade gold. Why? Because that is going to be the monetary system that people are going to be looking at. In fact, we have the Gold Rush Blueprint. We actually have a course called the Gold Rush Blueprint, and you can learn about that as well. So with that said, I just want to thank you so much for being on our live trading call. And I look forward to, in fact, let me go ahead and stop sharing, right? So again, thank you so much for being with our live pivot and run trading. And I look forward to seeing you in our Facebook group. You can join our free Facebook group. I think I put the link in the chat box as well. I go ahead and do that. And that's where, if you want to find out, make sure you like and subscribe to this live stream. That way you can be alerted next time that I'm online, okay? And, also put the times that you might want to see me trade live. And I'll be doing that on a regular basis. And hopefully we'll build a nice size community, and build an army of traders that take the money back from the banks, okay? So I look forward to seeing you again. Yeah, my name is Dr. Greg McLeod, and it's been a pleasure. Cheers. Peace and pips. Bye.